Good morning and happy Sunday, Wesley families. Welcome to our Wesley Aquarium. Didn't know we had one, did ya? Miss Christina here, and now is the time for the children to come forward, and I'll give you a grand tour of our aquarium. All right, we're having a theme of blue today with our kind of ocean aquarium theme. Let me take you on a quick tour here. Now, if you want to do this at home, this is a pack of blueberry jello mix and some Swedish fish, which didn't come out as clear as I thought, but we have some lovely red Swedish fish in our aquarium. And our aquarium is going to help tell our story today. Sorry for that wobbliness. The jello is a little wobbly too. So we're going to have this help us tell our story today and be our ocean, because we are talking about Jonah and the whale today. Okay? And this guy is going to be our Jonah for today. Okay? So we've been talking about a lot recently, listening to God's call. Ring, ring, hello, and answering God's call, right? Now, Jonah was a prophet of God, okay? Meaning he listened to and then went and told all of God's stories and messages. So he was a prophet. He went and told everybody. He was very good about listening to Jonah, or to God. But today we're going to talk about a time where he wasn't so great about listening to God and answering his call. And what happened is God told Jonah, you need to go to Nineveh and tell them they are wicked people who need to change their ways. And Jonah was like, no. Remember this little light of mine? No. He's like, no, I'm not going there. They're so wicked and awful. No. So what he decided to do, he tried to hide from God. And what he did is he jumped on the first boat out of town, okay? And he hid at the bottom of the boat and went along. And then God brought along a terrible storm. Lightning and thunder, all right? He brought about a terrible storm. And Jonah's on the bottom of this boat and he's getting all thrown around. Terrible storm. And the sailors of the boat that Jonah got on ended up finding Jonah and saying, who are you? And he said, I am a prophet of God of heaven who made the land and sea, and told them that God wanted him to go to Nineveh. And the sailors learned he was running from God, so like, well, what do we do about this? How do we stop the storm? And Jonah's answer was, throw me overboard into the ocean, okay? And then the sea will become calm. So the sailors did as he said and threw him overboard into the ocean, okay? But God, caring for his children, sent a big fish, a big whale, okay, that swallowed up Jonah. Swallowed him up in the ocean, and Jonah was in the belly of the whale for 3 days and 3 nights. So he didn't drown, he didn't get eaten, he did get swallowed into the whale's belly, and he was there for 3 days and 3 nights. Now, that gave him a lot of time to pray and think about what God really wanted him to do. And once God thought he had, I guess enough of a time out, he made the whale spit him out. Poof. He's back. Made him spit him out and said, now, get up and go to Nineveh and do as I've asked you to. Okay? So Jonah learned a really big lesson. He obeyed God and went to Nineveh because he realized God wouldn't have him do it if he didn't think he was capable, okay? He also learned that you can't hide from God. If he knows you can do something, God's going to have you do something, okay? He will call on you. So, it's important, just like for Jonah, that we need to answer God's call, okay? When God chooses us to do something, it's for a good reason. It means we can do it. Even if it seems hard, he didn't want to. Jonah didn't want to. He was scared, all right? But God always teaches us, we can do hard things. So even though he calls us to do hard or challenging things or things we could never think we could possibly ever do, if God is asking us to, we can. So we need to trust in God and obey God, right? So, big lessons from Jonah and the whale today. Thankfully, God had the whale spit out Jonah to continue his ministry. All right. Why don't we share in our song? I would like to sing to you. I love to tell the story today. All right, we'll just sing the first verse. If you remember that song, go ahead and sing along. It starts, I love to tell the story. So if you'd like to sing along, let's go, okay? Here we go. Ready, and I love to tell the story of unseen things above, of Jesus and his glory, of Jesus and his love. I love to tell the story because I know it's true. He satisfies my longings as nothing else can do. All right, I do love to tell this story. Jonah and the whale is a great story to tell and a great reminder. We can do it. We can do tough things. It's okay. We need to listen, right? If someone asks us to do something, especially God, we are capable. We can do tough stuff. All right, let's bring our hands together and pray. And say, Dear God, we know we can't hide from you. You know what we do and what we think and what we're capable of. Give us the strength and the courage to do all the things that you want us to do. And all God's children say, Amen. Now, go enjoy some Jell-O and Swedish fish, and I'll see you next week. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.